Once again, you're most welcome. Again, you are with Apostle Ssekiranda Julius. And this good afternoon, we are going to talk about 16 tips for starting and succeeding in your own business. Starting a business. Here are 16 important startups tips that will help you make your startup success. What do you need to start a business? There are dozens of websites, including mine, that have checklists that remind you of the many tasks you should perform when starting a business. Although such checklists are very useful because they help you remember important startup steps, they are just to-do list. They tell you what to do but don't provide any tips about what makes a business successful. Unfortunately, you don't succeed in business just by completing a list of tasks. Nor will your business be a success just because you think it's a good idea. What will make or break your business? What determines if it will be a success? Here are 16 tips for starting a business and making it succeed. How are you going to do it? Then let's listen. As usual, get a book and a pen and write these tips down because they are going to help you in your life. Number 1, know yourself, your true motivational level, the amount of money you can risk, and what you're willing to do to be successful. Sure, we all want to make millions of dollars, but what are you willing to give up to reach that goal? How much hours a week will you work on an ongoing basis? How far out of your comfort zone are you willing to stretch? How far will your family stretch you? How far will your family stretch with you? To be successful, keep your business plans in line with your personal and family goals and resources. Choose the right business for you. That's our second. The old formula, find a need and feel it, still works. It will always work. The key to success is finding needs that you can feel, that you want to feel, and that will produce enough income to build a profitable business. Be sure there really is a market for what you want to sell. Yes, there is real market for what you want to sell. That's our third. One of the biggest mistakes startups make is to assume a lot of people will want to buy a particular product or service. Because the business owner likes the ideas or no, 1 or 2 people who want the product or service. To minimize your risks or for loss, never assume there is a market. Research the idea. Talk to real potential prospects who aren't family and friends to find out if what you want to sell is something they would be interested in buying. And if so, what they would pay for the product or service. Yes, what would they pay for that product or service that you have? Research your competitors. That's our fourth. Research your competitors. There is no business which you alone, which you can do alone. Even if you are working on chips, even if you are working in a butchery, even if you are working in a bakery, there are competitors besides you. No matter what type of business you are starting or running, you will have competitors. Even if there is no other business offering exactly what you plan to sell, there is very likely to be other products or selling your targets customers are using to satisfy their need. To be successful, you need to research the competition and find out as much as possible about what they sell and how they sell it. Competitive research is something you should plan on doing on an ongoing basis too. That was our fifth. Plan to succeed. If you're not seeking investors or putting a huge sum of money into your business, you may not need an elaborate business plan, but you still need a plan, one that specifies your goal, your destination, and then lays out at least a skeletal roadmap for how you'd get where you want to go. The plan will change as you progress and learn more about your customers and competition. But it will still help you stay focused and headed in the right directions. Use our business planning worksheet to help develop that basis plan. Know the operational needs. That is 6. Most people who are thinking about starting a business focus on what they would sell and who they would sell it to. What they often don't consider is how the business will actually operate. For instance, if you're selling items, how will they be delivered? How much customer support will be needed? Either to answer questions about the product or to respond to people whose shipments haven't arrived. Will you need to accept credit cards? That's a question. Will you invoice customers? Who will follow up to be sure you paid? Who will build and maintain your website and social media presence? Will you be able to use a virtual assistant for such tasks? Or you will have to hire employees. Even if you're starting a small personal service business, there are issues you should consider and plan for. Let's get to 7. Don't procrastinate. I've had some people advise would-be business owners to not move ahead with their business until they have investigated every last detail of the business they want to start. And are absolutely sure it's all going to work and be profitable. The problem with the approach is that it leads to procrastination. No one ever really has all the pieces in place, even after they start their business. Yes, you need to research the market, have a rudimentary plan in place, and do things like get a taxi if needed, register with the local officials, which are they, if required. But if you try to make everything perfect before you launch, you may never get around to starting the business at all. Hope you're getting me. Have you heard that? Let's get to 8. Start on a small scale before going all out. Some people believe that entrepreneurs are risk takers, but for the most part, successful entrepreneurs don't like walking blindfolded on a limb. Instead, they take controlled risks. They test an idea on a small scale, then build on that works well. Tweak what shows promises and discard the disasters. Who is following me? Let's get to 9. Don't fixate on mistakes or get demoralized by them. The difference between successful people and everyone else is that the successful people learn from their mistakes and move on. They don't dwell on failure, blame the economy, curse their bad luck, or blame other people for their fate. If the path to their goal is blocked, they look for an alternate path or sometimes choose a different, more unattainable goal. That was 9. We are going to first stop on 10. Then I'll come back in the 3rd episode in our 2nd season and I give you the last tips. Learn from others. Find mentors. Join groups with like-minded people. Learn everything you can about your industry and what it makes to get from where you are to where you want to be. Attend industry conferences. Take training courses when they are available. Buy courses offered by experts. You'll save a tremendous amount of trial and error by learning from people who have been there before. Let me see those people who are saying that I'm with you. Just request customers. Don't focus on the journey that have failed. My brother, I tell you, my sister, I tell you, if you focus on failure only, you will not succeed. But just look to failure as it is vanished away. Any mistake that comes in your way, look at it as if it is not there, as if you have not seen it. I want to thank each and everyone who has listened to me, who has given me time to listen to this audio, and those who have followed my page. My Facebook page is SSHAWRG, our religious page, Serugo Freedom Ministries, my profile, Facebook profile, Apostle Ssekiranda Julius. Thank you for the good work you're doing. May God bless you abundantly. I've remained as Apostle Ssekiranda Julius. Let's meet in our 3rd episode in our 2nd season. Thank you. May God bless you.